Hey everybody, Love Carpenter here, and I just thought I'd come to you and share with you what I'm making at my shows right now. I get a lot of questions about what recipes I'm making or what theme shows I'm doing for my shows, so I just wanted to share with you that I use the party packs that are in line with Pampered Chef. Those are the theme shows that I offer for my parties, and I use everything that they provide. So I'll share with you what I'm currently doing at my shows this month is I'm doing the Burger Bar and Shakes party pack, and my customers are loving it, my hosts love it, we're having a lot of fun with it. So I wanted to share with you how I'm using that and how I'm adapting that into my show. So first of all, let me actually show you the party pack. So let me screen share here real quick so you can actually see what I'm doing. This is the Burger Bar and Shake party pack. So I love how well designed the party packs are. Home Office has done a great job in this for us. They give us all the tools that we need in this and the recipes and everything. So in the actual party pack here, if you scroll through, it tells you the tools to use. Just want to let you know, I don't take all these tools to my party. I only take the tools for the recipe that I'm making. So for this theme show, I chose to do a slider recipe in the double burner grill pan and to do milkshakes, individual single serve milkshakes in the manual food processor. So I'm walking in the door with I get in the door one trip. I take the new Consultant tote with most of my products in it. I do have a single bag that I take the double burner grill pan in just to take the weight out of the big bag. And then I take all of my paperwork in our garden tote. So my pens, my door prizes, my door prize slips, catalogs, my iPad, all of that are in the garden tote. So I try to travel really light, but pack smart and take the right products. But I don't take a whole lot of stuff to my parties. So if you scroll through here, you can see that the Build Your Own Burger Bar is laid out here so that it has the ingredients you need, the recipe, the directions on how to make it, and then you can pick your burger bar. So they can pick what style of burger they want, it has the directions on how to make it, and the different toppings to provide for the burger bar. So just a really fun activity that guests can do at home with their family. So I do share this. I have this pulled up on my iPad, and I share this with them and pass it around at the party so they can check it out. But that's not actually the recipe I do at the party. But let's talk about the milkshake first because it's next. So here's the Build Your Own Milkshake bar. And at the top here, you can see on the left-hand side, they talk about the milkshake recipe. On the right-hand side, they talk about the Cold Stone ice cream recipe. At my parties, we're doing the milkshake recipe, and it's all done single serving in the manual food processor, 3 scoops of ice cream, a little bit of milk, and then you pick your mix-ins here. And if they have booked this show from a burger bar show that I already did where we made the milkshakes, I give them the option to choose the Cold Stone ice cream recipe. But for most of my parties, we're doing the milkshake recipe. So you can see the different flavors here. And then this is the burger recipe that we're making at my shows. I picked the Italian meatball burgers, and we're doing these as sliders. So we do this station style. So these ingredients here, I have a recipe reader and just provide them with this actual sheet. I'm not even doing a breakdown for this. The recipe reader reads right off this right here. And so I just have this printed, this one page printed in a page protector. And so they tell us the ingredients to put into the batter bowl or the stainless mixing bowl. We're using the mix and chop. It works great because you have to mix all this into the raw meat. So you're mixing your meat and then parsley, breadcrumbs, egg, garlic, things like that. So we're putting all that in there, and they're using the mix and chop to mix that meat together. And then for the burger press, I found that a fourth a cup of meat is all you need to do the sliders. So we use the little Easy Read mini measuring cup to scoop out the fourth of a cup of meat and put it in there, and then press that and force it out. A little tip is to use the kitchen spritzer to spray, because when you're using this really lean meat with the breadcrumbs in it and stuff, the burgers do stick because the meat's so lean. So spray your press every couple times with that with the kitchen spritzer. So I have one guest doing that, and then the guests take turns doing the burgers. And because we're using the little mini measuring cup to pull the meat out, they're not really touching the raw meat. So it's real easy and nobody minds doing it. So different people are trying that out. And then we grill those in the double burner grill pan. So let me go ahead through this and show you the other options, and then I'll tell you how I set it up for my shows. So there's different recipe burgers here. You can see, I'll kind of scroll through there. So lots of different options to do. So I do share these recipes with the guest, but for my party, we're just making those 2 recipes. So let me go ahead and, well, while I'm screen sharing, let me show you one other thing. Here is the party packs online. And you can see that Pampered Chef has loaded some new party packs if you haven't been on here recently. So there's the new Flavors of the World is on there, and the new Piece of Cake party pack is on there. The rest of these were loaded during the summer, but there's a brand new party pack that just hit, the Cookie Exchange. And I'm actually will be doing that for my November and December shows. And I did the Make and Take cookie shows last year. They were a huge hit. Everybody loved them, very hands-on. And so now Pampered Chef has provided us a party pack with all the tools that we'll need there to plan that party. So I'm very excited about that. And one more thing I'll show you here is if you don't know much about the party packs, under Training and Resources, Cooking Show Training, and Party Packs, this right here is your guide to party packs. So it really gives you the in and outs of what a zip file is, how to access and use the party pack. So if you're not familiar with party packs, go here. This has a lot of great information for you. So I just thought you might want to see that. So let me stop screen sharing and kind of walk you through what I'm doing for the Burger Bar and Shakes party. So my guests are loving it, and I keep it really simple. So I already shared with you which recipe we're doing for the Italian meatball sliders. So so everybody makes those together. They go into the grill pan, and as those are grilling, we then do our whipped cream competition, and we have a little whipped cream competition. And so we have one guest whipping the whipped cream in the bowl with the whisk, and then we have another one using our whipped cream maker. So of course we know how that works out, and we know which one gets done first. So once they get the whipped cream made, we take it out of the whipped cream maker and then pour the rest of the whipped cream that didn't get whipped from the bowl into that and let them finish making all of that. So then for the milkshakes that we're doing, I'm doing the salted caramel milkshakes at my show. So I actually bring the pretzels and I bring the caramel syrup just because it doesn't take a lot. I've been using this at all my shows and there's still a lot of caramel left in here. So I hate for my host to have to buy that. So these two things I'm bringing with me. And then, if it's a smaller show, we're just making those. But if she's expecting a big crowd, I have her pick one other of the shakes she would like to do. And most of my hosts have picked cookies and cream. So usually we're doing the salted caramel milkshakes, which are amazing, and the cookies and cream. And then we top it off with the whipped cream. And so just for this show, a little something I was doing extra is I picked up these at the grocery store. You can get them at Walmart or the grocery store. But I take these with me just like this, and I only take one set of them. So sometimes there's people there that don't drink a milkshake, or once somebody gets done, we'll just rinse one out, or the host will have a little cup. So I just have one little set of these, but they're the little jars, and they're like the little jelly-sized jars. So I take them in just like this. I take them back out just like this, dirty, and take them home and put them in the dishwasher. So really easy. They're not heavy at all, but this is the little size. So be sure to tell your host to get straws. That's important. And if you don't bring the jars, then make sure she has, smaller cups so everybody can make a milkshake and she's not having to dig through the cabinet to find cups. So that makes a really cute milkshake. And then we do the whipped topping on top. So they're just having a lot of fun with it. It's just something kind of neat and special. The sliders we're doing on the Hawaiian rolls, and then I'm using our medium platter, the gorgeous new platter that we have, and that's what, as we're pulling the burgers off of the grill pan, they're going right into the platter. The cheese and the marinara sauce are already on them coming out of the grill pan. If you follow the instructions, that's how they'll end up. And so we're putting them right on the Hawaiian rolls and serving from there. So we're serving off the platter, and they have their milkshake, and that's our show. It's all hands-on. They help make the burgers. They make their own milkshake, and it's such a social show. So from there, while once we get the food made and they're enjoying that, then I cover, have everybody share what their favorite products were, and we do the shop and share where they're walking through their favorite products. I talk about bookings and the theme shows that I offer, and we do the ticket activity, and I do the door prize slip. So that's my show from start to finish. And I mentioned earlier that I use the garden tote to take my paperwork in. I'm really trying to carry less and make my job look really easy. But again, I carry smart. I do carry the power tools and the, the things that they need to see. But I don't take any products that I'm not using. In fact, this month, the only product I've taken to a show that did not touch food that I was not using is the popcorn maker. And I pass it around, and I'm selling a ton of those at my shows. But the whipped cream maker we're actually using, and the new platter I'm using. So if I'm not using it, I don't take it. But this is the garden tote that I mentioned, and I have my pens in here, and my catalogs, and my everything that I need fits in here. So I'm not taking a huge paperwork bag anymore. So I just really simplified that. I don't use lapboards anymore. I just keep it really simple. So it makes my job look easy, and it makes people feel like they can and do what I do. So I hope that I shared some things with you today that will help you. I hope I shared some things today that will help you. And sorry, the phone was ringing as it usually is. So I hope you guys find something in the party packs you can use. If you want to try the burger and shake party, I think your customers will love it. Mine sure are, and I'm having a good time with it. It's a lot of fun. So y'all have a wonderful day. Bye for now.